Hello, all you beautiful people out there. I hope you have had or are having a fantastic day. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Salim, the teenager who talks about teenage stuff because there simply isn't enough of it on the internet. Guys, I'm gonna cut to the chase. If you're new around here, please, I'd appreciate it so much if you hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification. We're on the road to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Guys, we only have 3 more videos left, including this one, until the end of the year. And that's, I think we're on 171 right now at the time of me making this video. That's 29. That's a long way to go now that I think about it, but I know you guys are amazing out there, so please do me a massive favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps support the channel. Guys, although you probably know my channel from, I don't know, the MYP videos, from the IB videos, from school tips, today we're actually talking about something a little bit different, and I just kind of sneakily picked it up from my desk. We're talking about the PowerBeats Pro. Yes, for those of you guys that have seen my room tour video and my what's in my school bag video, you might have heard that I recently replaced my old AirPods with these, PowerBeats Pro. For those of you who don't know or wondering what these things are, well, they're headphones. They're true in-ear wireless headphones. They look a little bit like this. Now, these things, you might actually recognize them because a crap ton of athletes wear them, or you might see them at the gym. They're a very common pair of gym headphones. As you heard me mention, these things are true wireless. So no, there aren't any wires that go around your neck. You just put them in and bang, you're ready to go. Kind of like the AirPods. Something different that you guys might also notice about these is that they've got this hook structure that goes around your ear so that they stay in your ear a lot better. Now that you actually know what the PowerBeats Pro are, let's talk about why I decided to get them and why I actually decided to get them over my AirPods. I decided to go with the PowerBeats Pro for a couple of main reasons. Number one is because of that hook that I just showed you. I needed a headphone that could stay in my ear better than my old AirPods. My old AirPods kept falling out of my ear, but these headphones, they are not coming out no matter what I try. I can shake my head as vigorously as I want to. I could slam my head on the bench as hard as I want to, and they are definitely not coming out. It was a definite mood killer. When I got down to do an exercise, had heavy dumbbells in my hand, and then my AirPods would just fall out of my ears. It was a mood killer. Next deciding factor was that my AirPods were getting quite old, and I noticed that the sound quality on them started to degrade. They were around 2 years old, and granted, I did use them in the gym, even though they aren't sweat proof, so that could be the culprit there. That's it. Those were really the 2 main reasons. I needed a better gym headphone, and I needed something with better audio quality. And also a third main one is that I needed something that was noise canceling, or at least noise isolating, like these Beats are. My old AirPods, they weren't very good at isolating me and disconnecting me from around the world. The new AirPods Pro, on the other hand, that's a different story. But these at least fill up my ear canal and block out any external sound. So when I'm at the gym, I don't hear any grunters. Guys, in today's video, we're gonna be running through some of the pros and some of the cons to help you decide whether you should get the PowerBeats Pro as your next set of headphones. Guys, let's kick it off with the first pro of these headphones. These things, they're not going anywhere. As I said earlier, because of this hook mechanism, you could get these things behind your ear and they are not going anywhere, not for a long time. As I just mentioned, if you're running or if you're moving your head a lot whilst you're at the gym, this is really beneficial because I know from those old AirPods that they used to come out, especially because I have tiny ears, so I couldn't really fit that solid structure into my ear very well. But these, on the other hand, they have that nice rubber tip that fits into your ear canal, blocks out noise, and of course they have that hook, which is imperative to keeping them locked and loaded in your ears. Guys, swiftly moving onwards, the next big thing that was a deciding factor for me when it comes to headphones and headphones that you need for running or headphones that you need in the gym is that they need to be lightweight. And these things definitely are. Once you get them in your ears, after a while, it doesn't feel like they're there. And that is a fantastic sign of a good headphone. If you're wearing them and you don't even feel them there after a while, you feel like they're not even present in your ears, that is great, and that's exactly what these PowerBeats Pro do. So if you're looking for a lightweight headphone, 100% I recommend that you guys put these PowerBeats Pro on your list. As we mentioned earlier, guys, the next big thing about these headphones is that they're noise isolating, and that's because of this little rubber tip right here. This is because it creates a vacuum seal inside your ear, which doesn't let any sound penetrate. Of course, one of the downsides of these headphones is that they don't have active noise canceling. They only have noise isolation, which means that they seal your ear canal. They don't actually send out the same frequency of sound waves that are coming in from your external sound, which isn't a deal breaker. You still can't hear anything, and that's extremely useful when your local gym bro is grunting, lifting a weight that is far too heavy for them. Anyway, moving on, because I could go on for days about that guy. Now, if you've heard anything about Beats in the past or are interested in audio engineering equipment, you know that Beats kind of suck. Yup, it's true. They do, or at least they used to. Now, of course, when Beats initially came out, they were bad. The only reason they were popular is because this little Beats logo. Everybody wanted to be rocking Beats by Dre. You saw so many athletes endorsed by Beats. LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, so many pro basketball players, even football players right now. When you see Neymar or Paul Pogba rocking up to a football game, they're wearing their signature pair of Beats. Even Daniel Ricciardo, F1 driver, they're everywhere, and athletes are wearing them. That's why they're so popular amongst the sporting community and amongst people in general. Now, back in the day, Beats were known for their extremely punchy, bassy sound. There were no mid-ends, there were no high-ends. That was a major downside. But I'm glad to say that with these headphones, the audio quality is stellar. You still have that classic, you can still definitely hear that they're still Beats because of that punchy bass, but the midtones are so clear, and the highs, okay, the highs could be a little bit better. The most important thing is, however, is that the bass isn't overpowering, and that's perfect. And it definitely adds to that noise isolation. If you have great sounding headphones, it helps you get more immersed into your music, and it's overall a fantastic listening experience. So I definitely don't want you guys to be ruling out Beats, especially these PowerBeats Pro, because they've definitely made a change since Apple bought them back a couple years ago. Bottom line is, they sound awesome, so don't rule them out just because of what you've heard in the past. You just heard me mention their Beats are now officially owned by Apple, and with that come a few perks. These PowerBeats Pro have the Apple H1 chip in them. It's the same chip they're in the AirPods Pro and in normal AirPods. That's what allows for that super smooth connectivity between the two. When you pop open the Beats box, kind of like this, boom, they instantly sync to whatever Apple device is within 5 centimeters or 5 inches. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's whatever device is within 5 inches. With the AirPods, it's so convenient to just open them up. They instantly connect to your iPhone. You can put them in. They instantly recognize that they're in your ear. Same thing with Beats. It's so fluid. When you're using them that they were designed to work with an Apple product. Now, of course, AirPods do have the same thing, but if you do have an Apple device and you're looking to see whether or not one has the smoother connectivity, then PowerBeats Pro, they've got it. They've got the same thing as the AirPods. Next great thing about the PowerBeats Pro, there are a lot of pros on this list, guys, is the comfort. When you put them in your ear, they're not like the AirPods. They were solid, they were chunky. And when you fit in their ear, I couldn't wear them for a long time because they simply didn't fit properly. And I have quite small ears, and I'm sure many of you guys out there were in a similar situation. Because of the rubber ear tips, they fit perfectly into your ear. Leading on to the next tip, which is the fact that they come with replaceable ear tips for those of you guys who have smaller ear canals or potentially larger ear canals. The fit of these is great, and they'll match all the different styles of ear canals out there. That sounds super weird to say, but it's important, especially when you're looking at a premium headphone like this. Moving on to the battery life of these PowerBeats Pro, and they actually are better than even the AirPods Pro. They've got 9 hours of listen time in one charge on the actual headphones themselves. And then the case offers you 2 recharges. Easily, these things last me through the entire week without having to recharge them. From Sunday all the way to Saturday, or from Monday all the way to Sunday, and then you recharge once and you're good to go for the next entire week. This is a game changer because you definitely don't want your headphones running out on you, especially if you're using them on a day-to-day basis or if you're in the gym. The next great thing about these headphones is that they have an IPX rating of 4, which means they're sweat-proof and splash-proof. Like I told you guys earlier, the audio quality on my AirPods, they started to degrade over time, but because I'm covered with these with an IPX4 rating, they won't. The AirPods, by the way, I'm pretty sure only have an IPX2 or don't even have an IPX rating at all. So if you see yourself getting active with these headphones, which they're predominantly designed to be used for, then you're in luck because that's just what they're built for. That rounds out the pros on this list. Now we're going to be moving on to some of the cons. And the number one thing is you don't actually get a price difference between the AirPods and the PowerBeats Pro. They're both $250 at the time of me recording this video, or for those of you guys who are in Dubai, I got these PowerBeats Pro for 950 dirhams. You can get the AirPods for 1,000 dirhams. They're still Beats, and Beats are always going to be expensive because of the name associated with them. So if you're looking for a headphone that is on the more affordable side, it's not going to be this headphone just because they are $250 at the time of me recording this video. That's their one major drawback, really, the price. However, one thing that is fantastic is that sales are going to be coming up very, very soon for all your Christmas shopping. So keep a lookout because they might go on some crazy discounts. I've seen them go for as low as 600 dirhams. I'm pretty sure that's around $150. That's quick maths right there. Maybe even, no, slightly more, maybe $170. And if you can find them for the price, then definitely go for them over the AirPods Pro, because AirPods, they don't really get that big of a discount. Another thing a lot of people say on videos is that the size of this case is massive. And yeah, it is. It's pretty freaking huge. But honestly, everybody was making it out to be something that was going to be like about that big. But it's really not. I have very small hands, and it fits perfectly in my hand. Like, that is a comparison for you. For those of you who actually know me, you know that I have tiny hands. I'll put a measurement somewhere on screen of the diagonal length of the actual box, but they're really not as big as you might think they are. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of a problem if you have skinny jeans and you want to put them in. But if you don't wear skinny jeans, then it's not a problem. But yeah, you can definitely tell that these things are made to be thrown in a backpack or thrown in a gym bag rather than put in your pocket. You can still definitely put them in your pocket, but it looks a little awkward walking around with a huge bulge in your pants, if you know what I mean. But that's one thing I don't want you guys to base your decision off, is the case size. It's really not that big of a problem. If you were fine with the AirPods, you're gonna be fine with this. It is a lot bigger, but I don't think it's that significant. And it's definitely not as significant as a lot of people on YouTube make it out to be. Another thing also worth noting is that they're kind of difficult to put back into the case. So yeah, that is another thing worth noting, is that it's not as easy to put them into the case. You kind of have to push them down for them to actually charge and go in. That's a minor inconvenience though, and you get pretty used to it after you use it for a little while. Speaking about how they're a little more inconvenient than the AirPods, it's kind of difficult to put them in. I'll show you guys. You have to kind of get it around your ear and then twist it into place. Even like right now, I didn't get it perfect. It certainly doesn't help that I have long hair, but yeah, as you guys can see, I'll use two hands just to make it a lot clearer. But yeah, that's how you put them in. And after a while, especially if you have short hair, not long hair like I do, it gets a lot easier, but you do get used to it. I don't know, consider that it's an inconvenience, but I wouldn't base my decision off of it. Same way I wouldn't base my decision off the case size or the fact that they're a little harder to put in. Something I would consider, on the other hand, is that these things are noise isolating. They are not noise canceling. Now, the difference is, noise isolating is when you have those rubber tips and they actually fill out your ear canal and create a vacuum seal, so no noise will actually be able to get in. Now, of course, it's not perfect. It's kind of like when you have water in your ears and it's clogged and you can't really hear what's happening, but you kind of can. That's the best thing I could compare it to. But on the other hand, something like the AirPods Pro, which has active noise canceling, is that it actually sends out the same frequency of sound waves that is coming out from the external source in order to counteract it and essentially negate the volume. That's how physics works, that's how sound works. So essentially, these things are noise isolating, not noise canceling. And although there is a major difference, I can't really hear the local gym bro. If he is having a particularly loud, extra grunty day and he's also deciding to slam the weights on the floor, then yeah, I can hear him then. But let's just hope that your gym bros aren't having a bad day. One other thing, very, very small, worth mentioning, is that sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable. Now, I'll show you guys here. If we look at the actual PowerBeats Pro, you have two parts. You have this little rubber part. I'll bring it closer to the camera. You have this little rubber part. You also have this solid part right here. And when that solid part pushes against your ear for a long time, it can get a little uncomfortable. However, this can be easily fixed by adjusting the earplug on there and actually putting one on that fits your ear canal so it goes deeper in, so it doesn't press against the back of your ear. That's what I found uncomfortable. So if you guys have smaller ears like I do, then that might be a problem. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. However, I would say that it's the biggest con that I've found so far. Now that's it. Those are the pros, those are the cons out of the way. We're going to move on to what you've been waiting for, the final verdict. What do I think of them? Do I think they're better than the AirPods Pro? Do I think they're better than the AirPods? Let's start with AirPods. I definitely think that these are a lot better. They are waves better than the AirPods. The original ones. I mean the small case, the solid ones that go into your ear. They've got noise canceling, they've got that waterproofing, they hold in your ears a lot better, the audio qualities. I could go on and on. So if you're deciding whether or not to go with these or the AirPods, 100% these if you can afford them. AirPods Pro on the other hand, when I compare these to the AirPods Pro, unfortunately I haven't had a chance to ever touch the AirPods Pro or get them into my ear. If you have friends, then try it, see whether or not that noise cancellation is something that you want, because they are the same price at the end of the day. Look for the one that's on a better discount if price is something you're concerned about. But whether or not they're better than the AirPods Pro, the thing I can say to you guys is this. If you're looking for a predominantly gym training, sports focused headphone, then go for these, the PowerBeats Pro. However, if you're also looking to integrate these headphones into your daily life, like school for example, even though I use these in school, but if you're looking for a more work-oriented, but also a gym headphone, then the AirPods Pro might be better for you. It's all about deciding what you actually need these headphones for. So gym, sports, running, PowerBeats Pro, sports, work life, AirPods Pro. Now that is about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about the PowerBeats Pro, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll be answering every single one of them. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a direct comparison between the AirPods and PowerBeats Pro, but no, I can't get the AirPods Pro. No chance that's happening. If you're wondering what my opinion is, I'm super happy with the PowerBeats Pro. I don't regret that I didn't get the AirPods Pro, and I don't think you guys will regret getting the PowerBeats Pro over the AirPods Pro. It's such a small difference that I don't think it's a major thing. Also, these look cooler. 110% they look cooler. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, I'd be super appreciative if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. It's that little small bell icon. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are on the road to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. It kind of scares me that it's almost 2020, but what can we do? It's happening. So please, at least make my day, make our community's day. Join our fantastic community here on YouTube by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Leave a comment down below. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy listening to music through your awesome new headphones. AirPods Pro, PowerBeats Pro, I don't care. Have a great day, and I'll see all of you later.